Hello and welcome, I am Raziel, and sorry, today is a bit of a political video. I don't really like talking about politics, mainly because I don't have a vast interest in it, but seeing as Trench Crusade's coming up a lot on my Twitter feed, it's kind of worth talking about. Now, Trench Crusade's a new game, it's coming out later this year. It's got a cool premise, it doesn't really appeal to me. Kind of weird why it doesn't actually, because it's got an alternate timeline, which I enjoy. It's got, this dark, grim atmosphere. It's a horror game. It's a small skirmish game. So it should appeal to me. It doesn't, and the reason being for that is all this stuff I've seen done before 100 times, and probably done better as well. Stuff like Hellraiser, the Darkness game, Spawn. You can even look at some old Green Lantern books as well, to be honest with you. Such as the Alan Moore's writings. They have a good thing like this. The creatures don't look that inspired. They look like stuff from Dead Space, and the Dark Souls games. And I'm not saying they're ripping these guys off, alright? I'm not saying they're ripping them off. Okay. But they want to make a game, they want to tell a story, and that's simply it. And that's their choice. And you can get inspiration from anywhere. I mean, originality is a very rare thing nowadays. And so I'm not saying they're ripping anyone off. I'm just saying why it doesn't really appeal to me. Okay, and that's just basically it. If you like it, you like it. If it appeals to you, it appeals to you. Fair enough. You go ahead. You go play it. You support them. It's something that you wish to support. More power to you. I'm on your side. It's your money. It's your time. You do it and spend it as you wish. I'm just stating my opinion. So, the political side. So, the Warhammer boycott is kind of cooling off right now, okay? And so now Twitter is kind of alight with fire over this new game. It's not even out yet, and they're already trying to interject it into some political cultural war. So, this is my opinion. If you're getting into anything due to their political stance, and I don't care which side you're on, by the way, you're getting into it for the wrong reasons. This stuff is here to escape from reality, to escape from modern politics, to escape from all of that. And it doesn't matter which side you're on, going ahead and going into wargaming, or actually any hobby or media, should be about escapism. It should be about, taking your brain out of it for a while and just enjoying something that's a little bit fun, a little bit enjoyable, and kind of cool. I mean, this artwork looks kind of cool. I do like it. I think she looks kind of cool. And so when people are starting to talk about this in the cultural war senses, if you wish to call it that, it kind of bothers me that it feels like people are trying to interject their politics into someone else's work. This isn't my work. This isn't my artwork. This isn't my story. This isn't anything to do with me. So I don't want to inject anything that I see or believe into this, okay? And I don't think anyone should. I think, and I'm always going to say this, that people's creations should be their own creations. And if they wish to interject any form of politics into it, be from either extreme, that's the creator's choice. If it's not done well, that's going to be the problem. It's not done well. If it feels like it's tokenism or, just stuck in there to, make people happy or anything like that, it never looks good. And again, it doesn't matter which side of the ER you're on with that one. And so, I do firmly believe that it is the creator's job to create. It's their work. It's their intellectual property. It's their franchise. Whatever you want to use, it's theirs. And if you're going to start trying to make some sort of political statement of someone else's creator's work, I should say, someone else's creation is what I wanted to say, you're kind of doing it for the wrong reasons. This isn't yours. This isn't your work, and you should leave it alone. Let the creators create. And I honestly believe this. This is something I stand by so fervently. I still will say about Todd McFarlane saying that the fans have no influence on his work. He judges it by sales. If it's sold a lot, he knows he's done good quality. If it sells poorly, he knows he's done bad quality. the best way to look at this. But when you go ahead and you go into any form of medium and you go in there for political reasons, you go in there to talk about, I buy this because it agrees with my political side, you're going to go into it for the wrong reasons. You're going into it to have your beliefs and your politics affirmed. You should go into things with an open mind and talk about it with that set in mind. If it questions you and it makes you think about what you believe, that's good work. That's solid narrative driving there. If it's making you think about it, that's good. Open up your mind. Think about something else. See there are other points of view ready for you to explore. I'm still showing through Trench Crusade artwork at the moment, by the way. It looks good. It looks really good. I do like it. It's quite nice. I like the bright colour. The red there really kind of contrasts with everything else. And like I said, this seems to be part of the culture war now. People are talking about this in a political means. They're fighting over it. They don't want. Some say we don't want to interject politics into this, and some people saying, "Oh, it's far left or it's far right." Whatever. Okay, just keep that nonsense out of this. If this game, and like I said, I'm showing off the artwork here, appeals to you, if this is the sort of thing that you like, go into it with that mindset. Go into it in that mindset. This is something I will enjoy. This is something. Is he facing you or facing to the side? Anyway, go into that mindset. This is something I'm going to enjoy, something I'm going to love. Because, believe it or not, wargaming can bring people together and get people talking about stuff. And making friends based on a mutual enjoyment. And this is one of my favourite parts about wargaming, that. The fact is, as someone as introverted as myself, who doesn't really like going out socialising, wargaming gives me a great way to socialise. It gives me a great way to go out because I'm going to go do something I enjoy doing. I'm going to go out and play a game that I enjoy. And I'm going to meet people with, the same passions as myself. Oh, this is a cool one. But this one's a bit more Dark Souls for me. Which, in my opinion, is very Dark Souls. As I said, and I'll end up enjoying it because it's about the escapism with it as well. You go there, you throw dice, you talk about your models, you talk about the lore of the game, you talk all that cool stuff. You have fun, and you make friends. It doesn't matter which side of the spectrum they're on, you're making friends over a mutual enjoyment of a hobby. And I don't think I can really overstate that point. It's because it is so important that you shouldn't start. If you see this new game because you've stopped playing a different game, and you're going, now I'm going to leave this game because it's not, not my political alignment. It's not, it's not anything I disagree with. Kind of makes it a poor reason to join it. If this game turns out to be really bad rules. I actually haven't read the rules yet. They are up there, by the way. And you go out there saying, you're going into it for the wrong reasons. That's really cool, actually. I actually quite like this one. It's like a proper angel. This really is nice. Like I said, the artwork's great. I do like the artwork. It just doesn't really appeal. The game doesn't appeal to me. And so when you do stuff like that, like when you go into a hobby because of their political alignment, whether it's with you or you're going against something because it's something you don't agree with, you're not really questioning your own beliefs at the same time. You're kind of keeping yourself in an echo chamber of listening to people that you agree with. And if you do this with any form of media, and you only consume media that you agree with, I don't just consume media I agree with. I really don't. I will read everything if I think it's good. If I enjoy it, if I enjoy the IP, if I enjoy the franchise, or I see the author that I like, I don't actually get to know. I don't follow authors or any band members or anything like that on Twitter or anything. I just don't care about their personalities. If they are making something that I enjoy, I'll keep buying it because of that. If they make something I don't enjoy, or they change so badly that I can no longer enjoy it, I'll just stop and buy something else. There's another nice bit of artwork. There it is again. That's kind of cool, actually. And that's the way it should be. If you're going into this because it's not your political alignment, because it doesn't disagree with you, because you're on your side, you're going into it for the wrong reasons. And I'm trying to not repeat myself here, but I can't not iterate this enough. It is so important that you go into this hobby and into this new game, if you're going into it, by the way, with a open mind. You can't go into this with your with a closed mind saying, "Oh, it disagrees with this political stance that I don't like, so I'm going into it for that reason." I mean, you're just kind of shutting yourself off to things that you're going to question. Oh, that's a bit gory. Let's get that one before YouTube goes mental. That's kind of cool too. And yeah, that's just it. So Trench Crusade shouldn't be this point of contention between in the cultural war. It should be this new thing which is coming out and everyone and anyone can enjoy. And that's it. And nothing else. And when you, like I said, if you do go into it for us, you kind of end up not enjoying it if it starts going against what you believe. If it starts going against the reason you went into it, you're going to stop enjoying it. You're going to start hating it. You're going to call it whatever thing you want to call it to prove your point. But you've gone into this game with that mindset already. Not with a mindset like, this looks really cool. This looks amazing. And that looks exactly like something from Dark Souls. And that's it. And I'm going to finish this video here because I'm going to just keep repeating myself at this point. But just go into this game. If you're going into Trench Crusade, go into this game because of the art, go into the lore, go into how the models look, anything like that. That's the reason you go into this, okay? No other reason. If you're going into it for any other reason, because it's not the other guys or anything like that, you're going into it for the wrong reasons. And I don't care who you are. And anyway, like I said, I'm sorry for this political video. I just wanted to get this clear with because I've been seeing this a lot on Twitter and it's starting to do my nutting. And I just wanted to put my thoughts on the table. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this artwork. It's really cool stuff, actually. But like I said, it doesn't really appeal to me. I've kind of seen this stuff done better elsewhere. And that's my opinion. You like it, don't like it, it's up to you. Discussion as always. You know, my comments are open for you to have a good discussion about this. And I'll see you all in the next one. And there, of course, is Wayland Games down below for free delivery after £20. And it's always 48-hour delivery, by the way. It is really quick delivery. I think they're great for that. And even when they kind of messed up one of my orders, but I ended up delivering it on a Sunday, which just sort of like sort of redeemed themselves for that. There is also Forbidden Planet as well. Comics, DVDs, toys, mangas, comics, geeky stuff. My merchandise, t-shirts, cups, bags, notebooks. My comics as well. If you want to see Little Red Riding Hood go ham on some cyborg werewolves. And finally, there is... Is that the one that's on it? Or is it the little anthology comic? I think it might be the little anthology comic. And then there is Skyforge. Always go and give that guy a click because I'd like to see him get more business because he's a good friend of mine. I don't get paid for that one, by the way. And Patreon because it's business. Bye-bye.